This podcast is produced by the Harwood Productions Podcast Network. To learn more about the network and to find more of our shows, visit us online at www.harwoodpodcast.com.
Hi, I'm Cindy Harris. I've got some great side dishes and salads I'd love to share with you. Welcome to On the Side. Sauteed mushrooms are a great side to have on hand, but you need to do it with some flavor. And so I'm going to start by getting a couple of different kinds of mushrooms. I'm going to get some sliced shiitakes and some sliced cremini mushrooms. Those are the little baby portobellos. Now, if you can't find anything but just the sliced white button mushrooms, that's fine too. You do want to try to get them thickly sliced if you can. If you can't, then just get whatever mushrooms you can and slice them yourself. So you want to start with the largest saute pan you have with a tablespoon of butter and a tablespoon of olive oil. The mix combined is great. The butter gives flavor, but the olive oil lets you get your temperature up to medium high without that butter burning. And once things start melting, I go ahead and mince 1 clove of garlic. Then I go ahead and get a shallot. Now this was a little one I had in the garden, and I'm just going to chop that up nice and fine. There's something about shallot with mushrooms that's just great, but you do want to chop it up fairly fine. Now if your butter is starting to brown too much, then just pull it off the heat while you get that shallot ready. And then once it's all chopped up, then go ahead and put it in the pan and get it right back on the heat. Now once you've got your shallot in the pan, it's cooked for a couple of minutes, then get your 2 pounds of sliced mushrooms. Now that sounds like a lot, but mushrooms are so full of water that they just shrink up to practically nothing. That's why I like the thick sliced as well. And I just go ahead and I start moving them around with a wooden spoon. Now while they're cooking down, I want to get some fresh thyme. And what I do is I just get some out of the garden or get some at the grocery store, and we want to have about a tablespoon of chopped thyme. Now this thyme that I'm getting off this little plant is so young that I can actually use the stems as well. But if it were an older woodier plant, I would strip the leaves off and then go ahead and chop them up. I'm not going to put this in until later though. Now I'm going to go back and check my mushrooms. I see there's a lot of steam coming off, which means there's still water that's being evaporated. I really like to keep these mushrooms cooking for about 10 minutes. And it's amazing. They keep getting smaller and smaller. And then pretty soon we start to get this brown bits on the bottom, which just means it's time to add about 1/3 cup of wine. And then we're going to add our herbs. And I'm just going to go ahead and stir that together for about a minute, and that wine will evaporate pretty quick. And then it's time to add some salt and some pepper, but we don't want to add these until the very end. And now these mushrooms are pretty much ready to go. Now you can keep these mushrooms on hold on a low heat for about 5 to 7 minutes until you're ready to serve. But make sure you don't put a cover on them, otherwise they'll start to get rubbery and you don't want that. These are great with grilled fish, any kind of grilled meat. If you're a vegetarian, they're great alongside of a baked potato because they have kind of a meaty quality to them. And if by chance you have any left over, they're fantastic in the filling of an omelet. If you'd like to get any of the recipes for any of these great side dishes or salads, go to our website at www.harwoodpodcast.com. Also, if you've got any questions or ideas for me, send me an email. I'll see you next time.